Joining me on the program now from Family Life, Wynand Jacobs. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Andrew. Always a pleasure.
It is a, there's different seasons that we find ourselves in, whether we are, but we also find ourselves looking forward to the next season. That always looking ahead and going, oh, well, once I get past this tough spot that I'm in, then I'll really be able to enjoy this next season that I can see on the horizon with some rose-tinted spectacles, perhaps. I think we're all guilty of that one.
We are. And look, just yesterday I was talking to Al Ray, and I said, isn't it supposed to be spring right now? I feel like this is some of the coldest winds we've had. But hey, sometimes in life we're in a season that we can no longer do things we were able to do in a previous season.
Yeah.
In fact, just last night, Al Ray and I were talking about, hey, can you remember what it was like before we had kids? And there were things we did, ways we spent our time that we just can no longer do right now. And right now we're navigating having a 4 and a 6-year-old in the home. And, as you do with kids that age, is we need to teach them how to eat their food.
Yeah.
And that can sometimes be easier said than done. But one of the things I love is our daughter. She loves strawberries. Okay. So we'll go with that. We'll go with the things she loves. And so recently we went out to Mitre 10 and we bought some strawberries, right?
Okay.
It's the season to get planting. So on our patio, we have some strawberries growing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going somewhere with this, so bear with me. And so now each morning the kids run outside and they look at if we have any strawberries on these plants yet. Okay. And so they know it needs to be watered. And this morning, it's been a rainy time, you know this. And this morning we get in the car and Gabriella says to me, why is it raining so much these days? And I'm like, well, I don't know. It's just raining. And, we drive along. I drop Jonah at school and the question comes up again. Obviously, her little mind is processing. And so, again, she's like, why is God making it rain so much? And I'm like, I don't know, Gabby. What do you think? And just before I dropped her off at Kenny, she said, I know why God's making it rain so much. He wants to help our strawberries grow.
That's good.
Before we know it, that season is going to be over.
Yeah.
And I am sure I'm going to regret not leaning into those conversations more. I'm sure I'm going to regret not leaning into the inconvenient things that parenting requires from us at times. And then one day I'm going to look back and I realize that, they've grown up. They no longer want to just be held for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. I might barely get a hug in. I mean, I'm sure we still will, but it's like sometimes we can be so quick to rush off into the next thing or feel like what we're going through right now is inconvenience. But if we can just recognize the season and embrace it and just make sure that we're not living with regrets, I just think that's so important to be reminded of it. I need to be reminded of it, and I'm sure the listeners today needs to be reminded as well.
I think the parable of the strawberries is a really good one, and also, I suppose, teaching your children about seasons and going, you know what, these ones aren't red yet. They're not ready for picking. We need to wait. We need to be patient for the thing that is coming up. It's worth waiting for. So, I mean, so many life lessons you can take from that moment and recognizing that good things do take time, instead of saying, hey, I'm glad that you went to Mitre 10 to get your strawberries and not from the local supermarket, because it teaches some good lessons for your children, rather than saying, I want strawberries and I want them now. No, we're going to grow them ourselves, and they're going to taste so much sweeter once they're able to be picked and eaten, right?
Yeah, well, we hope so. We hope so. And then if they don't, we'll have to just teach another lesson on dealing with life's disappointments.
It will be.
Because that happens too, But I think, I've gone through too many seasons in my life where I've chased the next thing.
Yeah.
I've chased the next season. If we can only get there. And I've just had to be reminded, and I still need to be reminded, don't wait for the if-onlys.
Yeah.
Just see that one little strawberry that's like weirdly formed and shaped because it's just been repotted into a new place. So it's not quite there. You might need to discard that one.
Yeah.
But it's part of the process. It's part of the process of growing. And so enjoy the journey, savor the moments, because before you know it, they won't be there anymore.
Exactly. I'm on the other side of that season, Wynand, at the moment. My little children that I have such fond memories of them as toddlers and the cute things that they said. My youngest is 26. So I think,
Okay.
but at the same time, as you know, you don't want to live in the future. Oh, won't it be great when we won't have these kids around? We can have a romantic date night again without getting interrupted. At the same time, I can't live in the past. I can't go, hey, let's just think about how things were back in the day. Just being conscious of the blessings that God has given me in this season as a granddad, as a parent of adult children.
But then as a granddad, as someone who's lived through the season we're in right now, we need you to remind us that, hey, this is a difficult season for some reasons. But in a few years, you're going to miss what's frustrating you right now or what's weighing heavy on you right now. So helping us, the generations, turn to one another, helping us reframe the season we're in, and then just keeping our focus on the things that really matter in life. And those things are relationships, connection, character growth and development. And I mean, that's just to name a few. But helping us not miss the season we're in. So we need you.
Wonderful stuff indeed. And I'm sure a few years from now, when you eat strawberries, you'll remember that conversation on a rainy morning, dropping off a small child at kindy. Now, big event coming up for you guys. This is their last weekend to remember for the year, happening in Christchurch. Is that fully subscribed as yet? Any lastminute.com opportunities for people, Wynand?
Well, it's our biggest Christchurch event to date, so we're excited about that. But we still do have some spaces, so we're not at capacity yet. But yeah, we're at least 47 couples right now that's going to rock up in Christchurch to invest in their marriage. We say great marriages don't just happen. So come along and grow with us. If you're in Christchurch, check it out.
Or commutable distance from Christchurch, thoroughly recommend it, and the difference that it makes in your life, certainly worth investing in whatever season your marriage is in. Of course, familylife.nz for more details on that one. Wynand, thanks for what you and the team do. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Andrew.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.